What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Assassin, bringing you a brand new weekly podcast Conquest video, episode 74. Like always, we're back for the weekly. I'm gonna try my best to keep it in order, but I just went off of what I had and what I had going on my timeline the last couple of days. But this episode is being recorded on May 27. So it's on a Tuesday, a little more earlier than the day before, so I'm not rushing myself to edit and then upload it to you guys like I did the day of. So, um, not a lot of crazy things to talk about. Just how the DreamHack event went, but I mean, since I already just brought it up, we'll talk about it. From what I know, I only kept watch of the Halo and COD. Mainly more COD. I didn't start watching the Halo one until like the Sunday. The only reason why I watched more of the COD one is because most of those teams were trying to compete for a seat, or who was trying to get the last spot at champs, and um, so yeah, um, so I know. We'll just talk about COD. So, I didn't watch most of the games. I watched a couple of the games, not really, but I could tell you Sunday was more eventful. 'Cause that's the one I watched more of when I was able to watch it all the way through. But I think we started the day with D's versus OpTic. Um, that one finished 3-1. All the games were closed besides the last map, if I'm not mistaken. So it could have gone either way, but it looked like Deeves hit a new gear after the altercation that happened the day before with Miami, and they were gonna do whatever it took to play them. So one way or the other, they were gonna play them. And yeah, they were on. They made the losers run to get to where they were. And then I think Phase. I don't remember the series. It was Phase versus Miami, but I don't know if it was 3-2 or 3-1 or 3-2. Um, so Phase beat them to go to the finals, and then obviously Miami versus Thieves, which was like a must watch. Sorry, a must watch because of the like what happened was Scrap and Super from got into like they almost fought on stage, um, because Miami sent these into losers. Um, so they almost did fight. And I mean, if y'all have seen the timeline on Twitter on that day, y'all would see how eventful that day and how crazy it was. But yeah, but I mean, Miami did look good this weekend. You could say they are the number 4 team in the league. Uh, so sorry. Yeah, but that's why. So Miami played Thieves, or Thieves played Miami in the losers finals, with Thieves 3-0ing them, and then that's pretty much it. But because of how much momentum and how much high Thieves were on, they pretty much were cruising through the finals against FaZe. I mean, it was pretty much like it was Thieves to win. I mean, they were more amped up and more motivated. Not saying FaZe didn't want to win it, but it's just the way Thieves were, playing, and the how much they had behind, to actually, win. Um, gee, I'm so sorry. They were more they were like they were going out there to win it. I mean, they looked like they had no. I mean, they had no other right but to win it. I mean, they looked the best besides the first team they played with, against Miami. Besides that, they looked good the whole tournament. So they ended up making the losers bracket for run, and yeah, they ended up winning 4-1, 4-2. I don't remember exactly what it was. I think it was 4-1, 4-2. I just can't. I watched a little bit of the final, but I did watch most of it until that time. But Yeah, a lot of it, a lot of that. All the matches were important because they all led to like the standings for champs, which we do have. Um, so we'll have these the first seed. Oh, with that being said, this is the first time Atlanta FaZe has not had the first seed since the start of the CDL. So this is the first time. So we'll have these the first seed versus Boston the eighth seed. We'll have Surge the second. No, we'll have I don't know FaZe the second seed play the seventh seed OpTic. Pretty sure the third seed will play the sixth seed, which is Surge's third. Miami is fourth. Oh no! Oh my God, fifth. Oh my God, six. There's six seed, third and sixth seed, and then we have the Ultra fourth, and then Carolina fifth. So that's our bracket for championships, the World Championship, and the main. I mean, the main one we're going to talk about. I mean, the main game that catches the eye is FaZe vs OpTic for round one. This will pretty much set the tone for the tournament. Yeah, so we'll see. The only two teams OpTic lost to this weekend was FaZe and Thieves, and they're the ones that played in the final. So yeah, good stuff. Um, yeah, so I mean, this is how the season ended with the standings. We have Thieves with the first seed with 540 points. We have Atlanta FaZe with 505 points. We have Ultra, so Ultra's the third seed with 370. Vancouver Surge with 330. We have Miami Heretics with 295. Ravens 220. We got OpTic with 220. The 7th seed, we have Boston with 200, being the last team to make it in. Um, with the as 8th seed. And then we have Minnesota, which, I mean, these teams won't be at chance, but Minnesota finishing with 65 points, finishing ninth. C9, 125. Gorillas 55 and Vegas Falcons with 35, winning three series and winning their first one on land this year. So yeah, so a lot has happened, but that's the seedings for champs. We'll see how that goes in a month from now when the tournament starts kicking off. Um, so we'll see how this is gonna go. I mean, we still got ESWC coming up, so I don't know if teams are gonna make roster changes or they're gonna stick with the rosters they got going into it. Usually teams that don't make it into champs are usually the ones that make changes. So yeah, so we'll see how that pan out. And I think ESWC is like 3 weeks after champs, so or 2 weeks after champs. I don't remember exactly how far it is. But yeah. Uh, yeah. So we have another two more events to go. Uh, so we'll have that. Um, so yeah, we'll see what champs are gonna look like at the next end of the month or whenever this June 25th, I think, or June 2nd, 22nd to the 25th, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see. Um, can't wait. We'll see how much practice these teams are gonna get. And yeah, so while we're on the COD top, um, the youngest Call of Duty world champion in Call of Duty history, Attach, has announced his retirement from competing. Um, yeah, so this is it's crazy to think because at one point he was the youngest player in the league until the last like 4 years ago. Um, but yeah, he was the youngest up and coming pro. Uh, geez, yeah, and he would I think from how it goes, I think he would be the youngest world champion ever, unless someone. Yeah, I mean the way champs is now. I mean that towards the end of the year. Attach will be, I think, the youngest world champion of all time. So, um, good stuff to see out of him. So, um, it's sad. I mean, he was very well known. He's been playing for a long time, like very, very long time. And yeah, what a great pro, man. He has some very memorable wins, moments in the Call of Duty competitive world. We have seen a lot of. I mean, every year a big legend retires, and this being the year that he does too. Uh, he uploaded a video. What he's gonna do? I haven't checked it out. But I mean, I think he's planning to stream and do content. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't check it. I have to check out the video, but yeah, but competing wise, he's done, and yeah, it's sad to see another big face leave the scene and calling and hanging it up. So we'll see what his future holds. So yeah, moving back onto HCS, Dallas, DreamHack Dallas, I think it was called, but um. We have, I mean, like the same thing. I watched most of the Sunday match for Halo. I did see the Shopify match with OpTic the first round. It did go 3-2. Shopify did win. So OpTic losers. OpTic made the losers run like always. Oh, I didn't really watch it, but I did watch Sunday, and they played Shopify first, and they 3-0'd them to get the revenge from the winners round one game. Um, then they ended up playing TSM because TSM played FaZe in the winners finals for the spot in finals in the grand finals. I think FaZe 3-0'd them because TSM has gone map or hasn't won a map in the last two events. They go 0-6 the Sunday. So yeah, so yeah, and then OpTic 3-0'd them. And then because of the momentum, and obviously they what I've heard or what the players have said that the more they play, the more comfortable and better they get. Jesus. So the more the games they play, the more comfortable they get, and the more better they get playing together. And yeah, they won 4-1, reset the bracket, and then I think they won 4-0, and I don't think the games were close. Besides, obviously the one they lost. But none of the games were close. I think Optic showed a dominant performance this weekend. Besides the two maps or the two games the series they lost to TSM in the pools and in the first round of against Shopify, but they pretty much dominated the whole way through. So yeah, they've gone back to back. The roster's officially starting to play out. I mean, Shopify hasn't really made some noise besides the last event, but you know, we'll see if they bounce back. But yeah, obviously TSM being like the dark horse in this scenario, with them making it to the Sunday on back-to-back events now. So Jesus, man. But yeah, I mean it's good to see them, Optic, live up to the hype that they were talking about when they first formed this team. So it's good to see stuff like that. Sorry, besides, and well, let me finish that and then we'll go back. But while we're on the topic of Optic, we're gonna talk about APG has rejoined Optic as a content creator. So I talked about it last podcast that APG has taken a step back from competing this year due for his mother's health and concerns and or to make sure he's there for his family. Obviously, his family, his mother, and stuff like that. So he won't be competing at all this year. So, um, um, I mean, it makes sense that he's gonna do something in the meantime, and everyone loves him over there at OpTic. He loves the fans over at OpTic, so it's good to see him. We'll see if he's planning to compete after this year. I don't know if he's gonna just fully commit to the content life, but I mean he's been at the Halo watch parties with Maniac, so he's very involved with Halo this year, just not competing wise, and I mean it's good to see um, former players go back to the orgs they love the most because that's where they feel more at home. So yeah, that's good to see. Happy for him. We're about to see a lot of more good content come out of him. With OpTic, obviously OpTic is well known for making good content, and yeah. Um, while we're there, I forgot to mention there's another player, Call of Duty World Champion Illy, has officially retired from competing. Yeah, so Illy has been known around as being an S&D kid from a long time. Like I'm talking about like forever ago. From I think mainly known for the Black Ops 3 days. That's where he started blowing up with all these pros that are now with Simp, Abizi, Hook, stuff like that. So those guys have been coming up from a while, and he retired, I think, relatively early. Um, I think people do say is because of his thumb injury that happened a couple years back, and I just think I don't know if it's because of the injury or he just had. I mean, it could be the injury that happened that he hasn't fully recovered and stuff like that. So it's sad to see. Because he was so young, he had just started his career not that long ago. Um, back in 2020, so he's only been a official pro for 20 years, but he's been playing for a while. Um, so sad to see young players get taken by injury if that is the case on why he retired. But he does have things planned already. He said so. We'll see how that goes, and we'll see what his future holds and his new journey. And I can tell he's very excited for that and to see where it's next. Um, so yeah. What else? Another topic for esports as gaming would be the Marvel 94 or 1943 The Rise of Hydra has been delayed till early 2026. So a lot recently, the last couple like months or the last 2 months, a lot of games, big game projects have been delaying their games till late or early of next year. I'm guessing they just want to have more time to make sure the game is running fine tuned and perfect day one. Yeah, we've seen a lot of this happen. So it's kind of become a trend now, which isn't a bad thing because usually usually when they delay it a little more, it comes out good. I mean, you remember Assassin's Creed it got delayed and there's not that, there wasn't that many bugs off the rip of the game, so they just want to make sure the game runs fine and perfect off day one because it is very like anticipated game. I mean, from what the trailers and stuff like that I've seen, it looks pretty good, and I mean, I hope this game delivers us to the standard they have, and it does look good. So I mean, we're just gonna have to wait early of next year, so it's all right. But like I said, it's just becoming a common trend for games to get delayed with how much buzz they have around and making sure they want to deliver the best product to their audience. So, um, yeah, I mean, we'll see how that goes. Um, but I don't think I have anything else for general news. Or not general news, esports as gaming. So I'm gonna move over to general news, which I don't have that much stuff. Um, but have just two topics, and I think one of them is like pretty big. But yeah. So as of right now, or on general, Max is changing their name or logo to HBO Max. I don't remember if we talked about how they. I think they changed it from HBO Max to Max, and I don't know if they're reverting back or they're changing it to a different name again. I don't remember. I don't recall. We did talk about this a while ago. I do remember we did talk about it once though. I just can't think of about if exactly on what this scenario was or what the topic was at the time. But yeah. Um, yeah, there's nothing much more to say about that. Uh, besides that, I think I did talk about the Avengers movies being delayed by until late of next December 2027 and 2026. Doomsday is I guess delayed for the 18th of 2026, and then Secret Wars is delayed to December 17th, 2027. So I think I talked about that last week, but I'm not 100. Um, let's see. Uh, if you don't, okay, so let me cycle back to esports. LVT Halo. I mean, if you don't know them, they're usually the ones that host a bunch of the online tournaments for Halo and stuff like that. Pretty good stuff. They always have a great. I mean, they do great shows and they do stream great online matches. So they announced a couple days ago that they're proud to announce the LVT Halo Pro League in partnership with Shopify. So I don't know if they're planning to do a league of their own for points and money, some side money or something like I don't know exactly. Obviously, we're gonna get more details a little later once they announce like exactly what it is for. But this is a pretty cool announcement from LVT. Um, same. Yeah. Also, a couple days ago, 4 days ago to be exact, Star Wars Battlefront 2 broke its all-time current player count on Steam today. The game is 8 years old and has not been updated in the past 5 years. So I don't know what's been causing the resurgence of this game. I don't know if it's because of I don't know exactly. I, I don't know. So I don't know what to tell you exactly, but so yeah. Uh, yes. I don't know. Did I talk about this? Going back to general. Um, some airlines are reporting to set to launch standing seats in 2026. So, yeah, they're planning to have seats where you could stand on flights, which I don't know if that's a good idea. Um, I don't know. I mean, I don't know much about it. It's supposed to be cheaper and you're able to carry more people. Um, but standing during a flight is pretty insane. Hopefully we'll see what they look like or how they feel. I'm guessing they're gonna do a couple tests on them to see if this goes fully through and what's next. Mainly for safety for people and all that. So, well, I mean, I don't know. We'll see once we'll get more open to that. But there's another thing that I saw with Microsoft, and um, I'm gonna read it exactly how it says. It says Microsoft is said to lay off 3% of their company workplace. And it's quoted, "We continue to implement organizational changes necessary to the best position the company for success in dynamic marketplace for the dynamic." So, this is kind of normal nowadays with any other big companies. I mean, they have a lot of staff for it, financial stuff. when they feel like something isn't really needed and they're wasting a lot of money on it. And they usually just cut on those costs and just save themselves the time and money from all that. So um, I mean, we'll see with other companies. I mean, it's not like a big deal. I mean, it's kind of normal nowadays for. But yeah, so I mean, I had to talk about it. I mean, it is Microsoft, and I think they did a layoff a couple months ago too. So yeah, I think I mean, that's all I got for today for y'all. So yeah, so thank you guys for watching this episode of the Conquest, episode 74. Um, yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on that notification so you know when we upload. Comment down below what you like, we didn't like about this. Follow our socials as always, and yeah, I don't know what to say besides we'll see you guys. Well, I will see you guys on the next week as usual. Peace.